Hey guys, so sometimes when I'm going through life, my day, I get these ideas for my videos and I'm like, should I wait? Should I, jot it down, record it later? And I was like, why not? Y'all gonna come in my kitchen with me. I hate cooking. I love to eat, but I hate cooking. And I don't say hate. I mean, I've always known that cooking meals at home is healthier and better for your wallet and all this other stuff. But I appreciate both. I love going to get me some good Caribbean food. I love my Indian food. But, when you're home and you're like, I know what's in there. If I could just stop being lazy and pull it together, I could have whatever meal I wanted. Like, I like little plantains and stuff like that. But this is not about food. But it is about me being conscious and making a healthy choice and just going on and just whip it up real quick. Just whip it up and eat, eat now. Self-love, self-care. And I'm going to make this little Buddha bowl while I talk to y'all. And if you don't know what a Buddha bowl is, this is a fancy salad, but it's, a lot of times they have like grain. You can put brown rice, quinoa, lentils over the lettuce or salad or spinach or whatever. And then you can add avocado and onions, and I'm gonna put some sweet potatoes, tomatoes. I like to use yum yum sauce for dressing, and it's not that I don't like salads, but sometimes it's like the coldness of it all. Like I like it room temperature. So with the Buddha bowls, the grain is warm typically. So I'm just sauteing some onions and mushrooms, really quick with these sweet potatoes, and then I'm gonna heat up this rice. Oh, you can sprinkle cheese. You can sprinkle. It really is just all what you want. They're on Pinterest. You'll see. But wow, I'm so hungry, and I'm thinking about food. What am I putting in my video? Hold on, y'all. Let me think. It was gonna come to me. Crap. I'm recording now. Hold on. Let me think. I wanted to talk about. What do I want to talk about? Oh, yes, timing. Let me tell you, some things are so full circle. And I think that social media has it's been great to see other people's lives, other people's level up, other people's success. Because I remember there was a time when if you had natural hair, there weren't a lot of options. The internet was just getting to a point where it's like, here's some resources, by people who've been there, done that. And so the hair community really took sharing by storm. If that makes sense. Like the natural hair people were like, look, we out here and here's here's a tutorial, here's a review, that kind of thing. So it's great to see what other people are doing, but just because it seems overnight doesn't mean it was overnight. This whole thing of like get rich quick, I don't know. Like, I'm a big believer in things happening, yes. Manifesting, absolutely. But sometimes some things don't work out for people, not because this stuff isn't real, but because, they have some self-denial going on and they're not really doing the work. They're talking about it, but they're not doing it. Or they may be selling you some dream of like, yeah, I did this, I did that, but it's not really real. So you think it's quick. You think it's like, okay, so then you start questioning your process, questioning your journey because it wasn't overnight. Whether it's getting the house, the man, starting your dream business, starting the dream job, making that move, it's not, A, it's not a competition, and B, I have become more at peace with my own journey and my own time frame of things and not feeling anxious about it not being quick, it not being overnight, it not being, you buy this course, you get the degree, you buy this new dress, you change your mindset, and then this stuff is gonna fall. This stuff is gonna fall from the sky. No. And I get a little more like, I get a little bit more not suspicious, and not like I'm not happy for you, and not that like, you know, I'm that one that's like, I don't believe that they could be doing all that. I don't believe that they could be. No, I'm not a hater, and I'm not like, you know, and you all, it could be the same with my journey. Everyone can watch my videos, hear me talk my little spiel, and, you know, you can believe what you want to believe. But I know in my heart that this process of changing my life, it was not overnight. Just because I said, oh, I'm going to love myself, I'm going to care for myself, I'm going to change my life. I felt better. I was a little bit more optimistic. I was a little bit more encouraged. I was a little bit more at peace about, okay, I can do this, but I'm not going to give up. You know, in the middle of COVID, when I was a CNA and I was working, our med-surg unit turned into a COVID unit overnight. No training, no heads up, no nothing. If they did email me, I didn't get the emails. In the middle of my self-care, self-love, it was not like all this is going to disappear. And it's not going to be a thing. Like, I had to work through it like everybody else had to work through it. You know what I mean? There are certain type of miracles, and there are things that, you know, some things just take time. You can have all the faith and belief in the world, but that doesn't mean you're going to speed along your pregnancy. It's 9 months, boo-boo. You can have all the belief and faith and hope and in the world, but to get your degree, it's going to be, let's say 12 months, 15 months, depending on the program, up to 4 years, depending on what your niche is. There's no rushing certain things, and I think we need to allow ourselves to understand that and know that and be at peace with that. It's okay. It's okay to give yourself grace, give yourself encouragement, and give yourself, like, you know, like, tell yourself, I know that I'm on the right path, and I'm okay with it taking me some time. I'm okay with it being something that, you know, it's for me. It's not for anyone else's timetable. I don't need to check in with anyone and explain to anyone like my process. I don't need to. Titi, what are you doing? I don't need to do any of that. This is for me. And sometimes the best things come when it's time. And let me tell you another thing. This whole thing of like waiting on God's time, with the way that my life turned out, I felt like God was like saying to me personally, you decide and then you act on it. I'm not up here, all the things going on in the world, all the things that I have to look and see and do. Honey, if you want the house, get the house. If you want the man, get the man. If you want to take the trip, take the trip. You don't have to beg me. You don't have to get on your knees and ask me. It's all yours. You're created in my image. You are godlike. Make it. Go for it. Take it. Claim it. You have not because you ask not. You don't need me to do anything else for you. I want you to be fulfilled and prosperous and good and set and all these things. You don't have to keep coming to me, begging me, asking me for anything. Just do it. That's what God told me. That was my personal, so that was reassurance right then and there. This whole thing of God making you wait for this timing of, I don't know, like even the lessons learned. Okay, so we can use my children as an example. I had to wait on certain things just because my children just were too young to move in a certain way. I had to wait because, I can't leave them at certain times. I had to wait because you can't just pull them out of school and take a trip in the middle of the school year. That's like basic stuff. Not wait because, I'm a single mom now and God is taking me through this season to learn something or feel something or whatever because of the choices that I made, because I'm a single mom. No, it wasn't like that. It was literally like logistics, like common sense, like for me personally. So I don't pray on my knees. I don't beg, and I don't wait on God to give me permission. I know I already have the permission. It comes from my birthright. It comes from God's favor and blessing anyway. It comes from knowing that the sun shines on the just and the unjust. It comes from knowing that every day I can eat, sleep, breathe, shop. Like, there is no fire and brimstone because of some choices I made where God is concerned. Now, again, life is going to show you and, take you down. Like, so if I steal something, life, that too is going to, I can get caught. I might not get caught. I might, have to suffer the consequences of a lawsuit, blah, 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 blah. But, or I could just go and buy the thing. God don't have nothing to do with that. God does not intervene with all these other mundane day-to-day things in my life. That is my point. So therefore, I already knew I had the permission to have whatever my desires were if I'm loved and highly favored and a child of God. So I didn't want to use that as an excuse either. And what I can tend to do too, which I'm sure I'm not alone, is this analysis paralysis where, and I talked about this in my last video, which decision to make. After a while, you're like, F it. This is just, I'm taking a chance. I'm taking an educated risk. I'm going for it. What do I have to lose? Why not? Why not me? Why not, invest? Why not try? Why not, shoot for the stars kind of thing? And maybe land on the moon, maybe come back to Earth, but I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. That's the mindset that the resilience builds up in you, and then you start like, if I don't keep going, I'll never know. And this is about anything. This could be about anything. Now, what we're not gonna do is take this same information and put it to some bullshit. Put it to some stuff that all right, you already know that that's self-destructive. You already know that that's not, you didn't do no research. He's a bum. You know that that's not a good side of town. You know that job was going to deplete you. We're not here to make excuses for people that keep themselves down and in a place where they can have something to complain about. We're not talking about these type of people. And you also have to pull away from these people because they will keep you in a constant state of we in this together. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. I don't know what you're doing. That ain't what I'm doing. We're talking about two different things. You know what I want to do? Oh, yeah. So, we got to be careful with also, too, what we tell ourselves when other people start talking about, yeah, I'm doing the same thing. You got moms out here that are dating. Oh, they're dating. But they dating people that aren't right for the children, don't have anything to offer them, don't have a car or a pot to piss in. But you're getting back out there. You're feeling good. You're feeling confident. You're ready to love again, and you're dating. That's not what we're talking about, honey. Oh, and don't forget, you giving your body a little too soon. He hasn't really shown you anything, proven anything. You met him on Tinder. He seems like a nice guy. Because, you're a good person and you're seeing past his current state. We're not talking about the same thing. You are jumping into school again as an adult learner because, you just feel like you need a bachelor's in something and this should be a great fit. You're jumping out on faith. You're just going to try this thing and hope for the best. But that's not the same type of process we're talking about. That's willy-nilly. That's you're still not taking responsibility for what are the fine-tuned things that relate to you. Not what you heard on a podcast. Not what someone said, I'm going to try this is my formula. This is my process. So it should work for everybody. No, it may not work for everybody. Some people, all of our paths is going to look slightly different, but we can use at least the same standard. And we have a similar goal. The goal is to live our best lives, not deal with bums, make more money by working less, getting degrees or starting careers or starting businesses that empower us and fulfill us and allow us the optimal work-life balance. Did I say that? Being there for our children, teaching our children through our actions, through our lifestyles, who we are and what we're into and what's important to us, and spending money and, buying things that make us feel good and having life experiences and just doing this thing we call life. That's it. When you start complicating everything else and getting all into all that other stuff, it's like, no. We not in the same boat. We not doing the same things. Y'all like my little multicolored bowls and stuff. I'm telling you, I don't care where it's from. If I like it, I like it. And Walmart, I was like, you know what, Walmart, you on something else. I could not believe I didn't see anything at Target I liked, but I liked that little set. So I snuck on into Walmart. I was like, ooh, Walmart, you got me this time. But yeah, like I want women to know that first you have to give yourself permission. That's a fancy, new thing we're throwing around lately. It's not new, but giving yourself permission to dream bigger, require more, have more, do more, live bigger, live lighter, live everything. But allow yourself the time it takes. Do not get jaded into believing that, the way Rihanna did it is going to be your formula. And you can make an infinite amount of money. You can have an infinite amount of success, but what does that success look like for you? It definitely don't look like no schemes, bad deals, bad contracts, shiesty, selling souls, all this nonsense, you losing your original passion and zest for life, you losing your identity, you becoming a pawn, you dumbing yourself down, you doing things and playing roles and being someone you don't want to be. That's still not you. So the new rich you and the, kind of struggling, trying to get it together, not poor, we're not going to say poor, but just, average, that's too no, let's not do these extremes where it's like, you were you, but you are just now getting to the place where like, I'm loving myself more, I have more confidence, I'm happier, but I'm just not there, with as far as like everything being physical around me that represents what's in my mind, what's possible. But I go over here and I have all these, rich problems and I'm not myself. And, now I need wine and prescription drugs every night to just bear my life. No. It doesn't have to be that extreme, but, we've seen these examples of like, let's not do that. Let's. So I hope that video makes sense. Oh, I kept it under 20 minutes. Yes. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that makes sense. I say that all the time. But yeah. Allow yourself the time it takes. The time it takes to grow you, nurture you, your ideas, your dreams, your visions, all of that, for everything to come to the light. For everything to come into the light. The girls will be homeschooled. So anyway, that is the end of this video. Blah. And into the next one. Peace. Bye.